Recording?
Yep.
Okay. Hey folks, funny story for you guys, and let's face it, we all need to laugh at these times. So, some of you might know, some of you might not, but I've got a cyber stalker by the name of David Richardson. He's a keyboard warrior, racist, homophobe, etc. He hates my guts, but again, keyboard warrior. He does whatever he can to try to bring down a group that I help run called Bullshit Martial Arts. BSMA, Bullshit Martial Arts, basically makes fun of, idiots that are self-pretentious in the martial arts, expose frauds, and we've helped send a few people that have raped children to prison. David Richardson is desperate to try to bring us down, but he's not very effective. For like a year and a half, he's been attacking me. He's swindling the government out of a pension, so he can basically spend 16 hours a day just behind the keyboard, attacking me, spreading lies, what have you. He does things like dox people. He's put up like the equivalent of a small book in what he's written online so far in like the last year and a half, and hundreds of hours. He's posted hundreds of hours of videos just trying to mock us. One of his latest little plots that he tried was to have a friend of his challenge me on his behalf. So yes, I was challenged to fight David Richardson. And things didn't go as he planned, I guess, and I saw it when I don't think he thought I would. And I said, sure, fine. The challenge basically said I could have it wherever I wanted, and as a challenge party, okay, yeah. I said, fine, we'll do it in Colorado, September 13th. Somebody by the name of Matt stepped forward and says, hey, halfway point, Salt Lake City, maybe I could set up a seminar. So I said, okay, well, if it works through, then maybe Salt Lake City. David Richardson is in panic mode. He's trying to turn things around with a face-saving way of him pulling out, trying to make me look like the coward. He set up all these requirements. He tried to say, well, first of all, it has to be in Los Angeles. Then he was going to be magnanimous and have it in a completely different part of Utah at the same time, so I couldn't do the seminar if it works through. It's like, okay, yeah, he's trying to really pretend to want to fight me, but stay safe behind the screen of his computer. So that brings us to this latest little thing where this newly created Facebook account tried to get chummy with some of the administrators of Bullshit Martial Arts. And it was kind of like trying to be friends too fast and saying things that were a little bit too good to be true and just too many red flags. And we're like, okay, this seems a little suspicious. Let's try this out. Let's vet him. So we've got this, we tried an old ninja trick. We've got this private group where the administrators basically talk about what goes on, like this guy's a jerk, let's keep an eye on him, whatever. And it's private, so nobody that is not in the group can see what is in the group, right? That's an important point. We let this person into the group, and then I post something saying that I am now on crutches and I blew my knee out and I won't be able to walk until the end of the year without crutches. We kind of expected David Richardson to kind of blow things. Within a week or so, he might be saying something like, oh, I expect Don Rowley to say he's injured so he can get out of the fight, or something like that. Something just enough so that we would know that the guy that we let in was the spy. Because I never said anywhere else. It was only this private group that I said that my knee was blown out and I was on crutches. So any reference to that would mean that he was a spy indeed. Well, David Richardson went far beyond our expectations. I put that up about me blowing my knee out on Sunday night. On Monday morning, screenshots of the conversation is in a group that David Richardson set up just to attack me. I'm talking screenshots. There's no, again, even the name of the group, the club, we call it the club, is in there. So we know, again, everyone else has been in the club for like years and totally trustworthy. But the day after, within 2 days after letting this guy in, and within like 12 hours after I posted that my knee is blown out, David Richardson puts up screenshots of this and saying, oh, Don Rowley is trying to get out of this by being injured. And he's saying, okay, if we do this, I'll let him heal until December, but it's got to be in Los Angeles now. Knowing, of course, that I've got a kid and that I've said I'm never going out to Los Angeles, trying to set up something in Salt Lake City if it works out, but I'm not going to Los Angeles, which, of course, he knows, and he's hoping to, make it so difficult that I can't follow through. But again, he just totally blew it. I mean, there's a term in the military called operational security, OPSEC. He just threw that away. I mean, he blew his source better than Jenna Jameson. He totally burnt his source, and I can't believe how stupid this guy is. I mean, we knew he was dumb, but I mean, he just proved that he is the reason why there's warning labels on bottles of Preparation H not to eat the stuff. Actually, probably right now, David Richardson is watching this going, what are you talking about, Rolly? Don't try to fool me. What do you expect me to do, shove it up my ass? Anyways, so yeah, I mean, we totally played him, and, again, he's trying, and this is the funny part. Rather than admit that he got played and that he fucked up and blew his own spy, he's doubling down now and saying and trying to convince the world that I publicly announced that my knee was blown out instead of in a private group. But of course, most of the people watching this is like, Don blew his knee out? I didn't see anything like that because it was only in the private group. But he's not willing to admit it, and he's going with it. He's trying to convince the world, but it's not working. So he really screwed up, and again, I hope everyone got as big a laugh out of this as we in BSMA did. And just to show my joy at having totally played him, and to show what shape my knee is, let's do a little victory dance for David Richardson. Dorian, the failed magician, this is for you. Well, I guess I've proven my knee is fine.